Alright, guys, we've got the amazing Nica here. Just sent me this match. Haven't seen it yet. Alright, let's see how it goes. Thought she was going against Billy for a second. Hilarious. Good guard pull, but man, that chick was really good about controlling that bottom arm. So let's talk about that a little bit, Nica. So we gotta get her moving backwards a little bit, or at least a little bit off balance for a guard pull. Unless it's gonna be super aggressive. And right now, your footwork looks a little hesitant. And gotta really make sure that we clear that and pull her all the way into close guard. Good job keeping elbow to knee. This is gonna be a very close pass. Up into turn. Nice, Nica. So guys, like we've talked about before, if she makes it and rotates all the way up into Turtle and Grappling Industries in almost every other tournament, there will be no points. In IBJJF, she would get an advantage, but they don't do advantages in Grappling Industries. So we want to try and hit Turtle. Now, we don't want to hang out in Turtle. Kids class this week, we are working peak out for this very reason. Adults, maybe do some kids class. And there's a good regard. We've worked on that before, Nica. Pop right back up to Turtle if we miss it, and then keep attempting it. Alright, we got the foot. Now, this could be a little dangerous here. Depending on how much you can rotate, she might get that hook in for back, so we have to do everything we can to prevent that hook. Doing a pretty good job there, not letting her get the hook, Nica. Looks like you've got a grip on the pant. So yeah, guys, always got to be aware of where your neck is in this situation, but Nica's left hand, like it is, should be trying to grab the foot, and we need to throw that foot off in this direction since she is running high. Then we might end up in their close guard at that point. Yep, so see how Nica was able to flatten her hips. Still not out of danger here, guys, but definitely more options. Looks like Nica's going to use a chance to knee slide. Got to watch out for the back take here. So Nica, we either need to give enough space or we're going to rotate in this direction. This woman will come up to her knees and you'll end up in Turtle with a headlock position. Or I need you to go all in on pulling this bottom elbow up towards the ceiling so we can solidify position. Look. Alright. Not sure how the score is 3-0 unless they awarded you those 3 points for a pass there already, Nica. So, proper restarts, guys. Alright, let's go back a little bit. So, guys, a couple people got really screwed on restarts. So you guys got to game the restart, because basically the ref is going to do it best of their knowledge. It's really hard to restart somebody, guys, in the proper position that they were in before. So you got to take every little bit of inch that you can, because they're not going to give it to you, okay? Meaning, like, you might have an underhook or something, and they restart you without it. You need to advocate for that position. So when you're in here, Nica, and you restart, don't give her that space with your right leg here. You should be inching that up already, trying to wedge that in. Like, start with that in there. I would like you to switch your hip towards the head to clear that bottom arm, or really pull up on that bottom arm with your left hand. We got to work on pulling up in the gi to get near side control, but there's your pass, which I believe he must have already given you points for, so that's okay. We talked about this. No knee on melee points with the knee down. That leg has to be up. Wasn't 3 seconds anyways, but a good thought. That's what I like to see. Good job, Nica. Nica's got the Kimura grip. Key lock locked in. No need to rush that, though. Makes it look like you're active and you can use it to set up mount eventually. Good job keeping that. No stepping. Garbage. Garbage. Don't do that, Nica. So we don't want to be just stepping into mount unless this person's knees are already turned into us. This always needs to be knee driven across. Even if we're not going for knee on belly points, no stepping. Stepping, you're always just going to step right into any kind of guard. It's really hard to beat somebody's far side leg if you're stepping. Just really hard. And on any black belt, guys, it's just not going to happen. So remember, guys, I'm not preparing you to beat white belts. We're here to beat black belts. This worked, Nica. No headlock passes, though. Not a fan. Yeah, bridge going to try to roll you. Good base. Damn it, wrestler Mike. So got to keep pulling up on that bottom arm. That bottom arm will be the thing that you have to worry about regarding. Plus, that's where you want your submission if you're going to be playing from a headlock position. I'm not sure how much time is left in this match, guys. It should be 6-0, though. So Nica, same thing, has got to keep that foot to prevent mount points now at this point. Oh, this girl rushed that. So, guys, that's just a tactical error actually on this woman's part. You got to get those mount points. Who was I talking to recently? Will. So when we do some of Will's breakdowns, Will goes for submissions before he gets the points. And then if you lose this position, like this is 4 points right here. It's actually would have been 7. So had this woman just said F it and tried passing the guard, she'd be up 7-6 against Nica with short time. Instead, she rushed an armbar that just wasn't there. Nika's able to turn, come up, and gets no points for that position. That's very, very common, guys, at white belt and blue belt, and something I've seen you guys do, and you guys know how I feel about it. You got to get those points. Nika's just going to hold the leg. Same thing. This woman's going to try to cut the corner, but it's difficult to cut that corner, guys, to get that hook in now for back. Especially if in gi when Nica can hold on to the bottom leg. Yeah, short time, only 45 seconds. Oh, and she turned and put her knees into a smash pass position almost. Nica, same thing that we talked about in Dean's breakdown. You got to get your head on their upper body so they can stop sitting up. So when you put it right between the groin, notice that doesn't stop her from sitting up and trying to scoot her knees out behind her and all the different things. So we want to limit dimensions of mobility, and our head in those positions will help do that. That's an interesting stalling call here. Just based on how much movement was in that position, Nica, I don't think you're normally going to get called for stalling there in all seriousness. Ref was counting it, though, here. So just something that we have to be aware of as coaches. Shout, hey, you might get called for stalling. But it's not like you could have done anything different here, Nica. She was scrambling. I don't agree with that stalling call on that one. Not that it's going to affect this one, but one more stalling call would. But, man, this chick's a gamer. She's really going after it. Good job going to the other side. Oh, don't let go of those legs, Nica. That was close. Man, that was a close match. Good. Close match. Good job, Nica. Guys, hope you learn a little bit. Talking about some strategy for these matches. That's a close match. Those are the kind of matches, guys, I really like to see at tournaments. Win or lose, close matches are when we have the most to break down. All right, so good job, guys. On to the next.